Let me ask you a question, if you don't mind. How important for the bass player is a good drummer?
Very important.
Hey, I need y'all to stop blocking the sidewalk.
I ain't gonna hurt somebody about that
Photographers,
sidewalk.
Mary, Jane.
You ever played with a bad drummer?
Could y'all stop blocking the sidewalk? Reginald
You
Cassie.
never had that experience. Good for
Could y'all
you.
get them off the sidewalk, please? So,
My brother.
all the lady, female bass players. Just the ladies for a second. Just the ladies.
Okay, all right.
Just
And let me
the
ask you
ladies,
something.
Just the ladies.
How important is a good drummer?
Only the ladies, please. Just for one photo.
I mean, that's important. No drummer, no bass.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. Have you ever had the experience? That is a beautiful bass, beautiful color.
Thank you, sir.
You ever had an experience playing with a bad drummer?
I would say, in more or so, I wouldn't necessarily call them bad because either they how can I put it? Either they were younger, so they were trying to bees are crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
They were still trying to get their feel together because I'm still trying to do the same. But a bad drummer, I mean, I can say that I live in Detroit. We don't really have too many of them, honestly.
Are we bragging here?
Yes, sir.
That's beautiful, man.
But yeah, as far as like importance, very important. That's why I try to
Work with them and
work with them. I ask questions. I take criticism. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a language. If you do more talking than listening, then you don't know what's going on.
I appreciate your opinion, man.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pope, I got a question to ask you, sir. How important is a good drummer?
Oh man, please, without a good drummer, you ain't got a good band.
Have you ever played with a bad drummer?
Yeah, I played with a few bad drummers.
And how was that experience?
And the experience was you had to grin and bear it.
You were keeping the rhythm, right?
Yeah, right. Basically, I was keeping the rhythm, but it's not one of them things where you try to embarrass them. You try to catch them because you're like, right. It's because it's all about the band. See, all we are is we are the canvas for the guitar and the singers and everybody else to play off of us.
Right.
Without our canvas, you can't stand.
Right.
That's how it works.
I appreciate that, sir.
Oh yeah.
Today. You doing okay? I wonder if I can ask y'all gentlemen a question. How important is it to have a good drummer behind you?
Very important. I think the drummer should be the best one in the band.
He is the most important person in the band.
Have you ever had the experience of playing with a bad drummer? How was that? It wasn't good at all, huh?
It's a nightmare. Yeah, you're fighting with it all. You're fighting, for tempo. You're fighting for the 1 and 4. Yeah.
But like you're on stage, you're in the middle of a tune, you really can't do anything. But because I remember a guitar player and singer friend of mine, they kept time with me. The drummer was so off. I don't know what was off, man, but
A lot of your new drummers who don't have any formal training, they think that they're supposed to lock on to you. The whole band is supposed to lock on to
them.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
It's not drummers supposed to lock onto the bass player because we do cut time, double time, syncopated, but he has to be 1 and 4. He has to be pocket and do his thing in between.
So during that nightmare, what did you do? Just grin and bear it, or?
No, you have to go through the gig. You're professional. You still got to do the gig.
Right.
And you play with your best ability, but you're not talking. It's the difference when you're playing and you're comfortable playing and when you're playing and fighting.
Right. Well, thanks for sharing, David. I really appreciate it. Work. There we go. How you doing? What's your name?
Penelope.
How long you been playing, man?
5 years.
5 years, man. You in a band right now?
Not right now, I'm looking.
Yeah. Listen, how important to you is a good drummer behind your bass playing?
It's the most important thing.
Most important thing, of
You
course.
gotta have a drummer.
And listen, I mean, like, have you ever had the experience of playing with a bad drummer?
Yes, and it just doesn't flow very well. You
How
gotta
was that
have
experience?
someone- Pretty bad. It's really like, sometimes drummers will just keep going, they get excited, but the bassist's job is to get them back in line.
Right. And were you able to do that time or not?
Not that gig, but after that.
And you didn't play with them anymore, did you?
I had a talking to them,
Okay,
but
all right. I appreciate your experience.
yeah.
594, 532.
Hey, dear.
Yeah.
How long you
Yeah, I
been
know
playing?
that.
How long you been playing?
A year?
Huh?
I just got this big
Oh, you just got a beard? Okay, that's all right.
594, 530. Next one. I ain't never had this much trouble giving away stuff. 594, 517.
So
594, 5.
head over to the house. She there. You got her phone number, right? Okay.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay. How about you?
Just being on the MTD.
Yes, ma'am. I'm an endorsee.
All right, so in case I didn't
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How important to you is the drummer, a good drummer?
You never heard a hit song without a hit drum track.
One batch of free lessons.
Right.
Anybody
Trust
interested
me.
in the free lessons?
Have you ever had the experience of playing on stage with a bad drummer?
Truly, that's me.
Pardon me? I'm sorry.
I said, have you ever had the experience of playing with a bad drummer?
I didn't hear that again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you ever had the experience of playing on stage with a drummer that wasn't too good? Wasn't keeping
Oh,
time?
more than a few times, yeah.
More than a few times.
Oh, yeah.
How was those experiences?
Terrible. They're because if he ain't happening, neither is the groove. Groove ain't going.
So you kind of grin and bared it,
individual
and
strings, shirts,
that's all you could do. You had to keep the time, right?
I'm also a recording engineer. So I've had him in the studio too where it didn't work.
Drove you crazy.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Actually, the oldest trick in the world was back in the day when the drummer wasn't happening. There was no such thing as a click track or drum replacement. They used to use this thing called a tambourine to establish the groove so the band could actually play if the drummer wasn't getting it.
Wow.
And that was done. They started doing it in Motown, but it became a whole new thing.
Right.
So, you know.
That's the origins of it, huh? I didn't know that.
All right.
I appreciate that, sir.
Been doing that for a long time.
Rick Rude, right?
Al Root.
Al Rude. This is Al Rude, man. This is deja vu. This man mixed my 45, man. Way back in the day. We're talking about 1985.
Yeah.
So that's 30 years?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
32 years.
32, man. Oh, man, this is great, man. Well, like I said to him, man, it's good to see you again after 32 years, and I appreciate the work. The tunes were called Incurable Romantic and I'll Be After You. And actually, somebody took them and put them on YouTube if you want to see them. It's your mix. So, man, let me put my hand out. I appreciate that, sir. You did a good job, and it's good to see you after all this time.
Good to see you, too.
See you. Hey, gentlemen, how y'all doing?
What's going on, man?
I got the Ibanez there, and you got the square.
I got an awesome 77.
Oh, man.
This guy is the shit. Let that little guitar fool you on
Oh,
this
man.
guitar.
Hey,
It's a
man.
fretless mofo from way back.
That was one of the best things Fender ever did was make those
This
tires.
is that vintage mod thing. They
Yeah.
are so good.
So good, man.
Oh, my God.
I've had 3 of them. I know.
There's nothing bad, for the money.
Yeah.
And I play a lot of Mexi jazz basses that don't touch this thing.
Oh, no.
No,
Lightweight, doing it. No, I'm filming you right now.
Oh.
And my name is Earl, but I go by the moniker Max Proud. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, how you doing? I do reviews of basses on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
So if you ever catch it, MAXPRUZ.
Okay.
Let me ask you something. How important to you is a good drummer behind you?
My God. It's real important. I've been blessed with some of the greatest drummers in this area.
Really?
God, yeah. Right now I'm playing with a guy named Greg Tyler, and he's just a monster, and there's some people who know him around here, and he's done some stuff nationally, but we do the jazz rock fusion thing, and he's great. I'm behind this guy.
You're behind this guy? Well, the reason I asked because I would like to know, guys.
No, drummer? Reflection on the drummer?
Yeah.
Shit, it's all about the drummer, dude, for me.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I struggle to be in a band that does, if I can't lock in with it, I want to be the shittiest player in the band.
Right.
That's my goal always, to be the worst player.
You ever had the experience of playing with a bad drummer?
Yeah. I have had that experience, and you try to
How
bring
did you
them
cope?
along. You try to bring them along the best you can. You try to keep them on time. The bass player's part of his job is to do the same thing, is to keep everything locked down. So you try to bring everybody along. But yeah, that's rough. That's kind of like, it's
That's kind of
walking
rough in a
mud.
punk band, right? It's kind of rough in a punk band, right?
Not that it's my guitarist, but yeah. But no, actually, you know what? They can even shitty drummers can keep 4/4. They struggle on 5/4, 7/8, 13, 16. Obviously, they can't do that. But 4/4, the ones that I won't go lower than that. 2/4 is okay.
You gotta have a drummer. This is
need a drummer.